And if I die tonight, at least I stood by the stuff I said. I got 2 graves dug, one for me and one for...
Hello, I am wife of a veteran with PTSD. Typically, I'm not allowed to talk about it. However, this week, my husband had a rough week. He made a video on TikTok that has let him know that he's not alone. That there are a lot of veterans out there living with some of the same stuff he is. He has kind of inspired a bit of a challenge to support your veterans, to let them know they're not alone. He normally does not talk about his PTSD. He normally doesn't share his PTSD. It's something that we live with as a family. We live with our friends and our friends. Some of my coworkers typically will know because they watch me deal with it. They recently watched me run out of the store without even hesitating to find out what was wrong. I just left. They have altered things to assist me. Our families know when it's on. It's not always there. You can always, some days are better than others. You can see it typically in his face, and his eyes. Sometimes it lasts a day, sometimes it lasts months. He's had, since I've met him, he's had the shingles, which resulted in one side of his face contracting Bell's palsy, and for probably 2 to 3 months he had can use this side of his face. Now, there's a great little story that came from that. Our child was 1.5, 2, and he was learning how to speak and smile and all that stuff. He has this cute little side smile now because Dad had it for so long that he picked up that smile. So sometimes he smiles like a normal person. Well, not normal, but he's got the traditional both sides, and then sometimes he doesn't. I can't even show you because I can't do it. Well, anyway, so all of this has allowed me to kind of talk about what I go through, what he goes through, and to remind other vets that they're not alone, that there is somebody out there that can assist you, that can help you, that wants to help you, that's going through the same things that you're going through, as wives, so that you know there's somebody going through what you're going through, because our road's not easy. The family road is a rough one as well, because things happen like dropping everything on a dime and running home because you know you need to be there, without hesitation. We go through spouts where he's oversensitive and everything is somebody else's fault. For lack of a better word, he gets angry. He has memory pieces where things can happen and he won't remember the situation. The story gets changed. Just weird little quirks. He doesn't have full-on PTSD where you would see something and all of a sudden they're acting out a situation in war. His are smaller. They are like seeing a group of police officers driving down the road. One time he came home and told me a story of a shootout down our street. And in his head, he saw that. He saw it. It happened. It was real. It was going on. It wasn't. He did see a bunch of police cars. I heard them. They were close enough to our house. But the situation that his head put in place was not right. For me, it's a struggle. I can't trigger his. I've got to watch his stress level. So I don't get to react to things with him like I would if I was reacting to somebody that didn't have PTSD. I cannot, I can't freak out with him. I mean, I'm allowed to, but it could result in a few weeks of extra stress in the home. It's rough. But here's what I do have when I'm dealing with, I call it my husband's crazy, but I think in life our people's non-normalcies is what makes them who they are, what makes them unique. So when we're dealing with his crazies, here's what I remember. 22 veterans a day die from suicide. They commit suicide because they don't have the help and support that they need. Sometimes even just being there as a wife, a spouse, a sibling, a daughter, sometimes that's not what they need. Sometimes they need their brother and sister in arms. Sometimes they need their wife. Sometimes they need their government. Sometimes they need their doctor. But we as civilians, it's our role, it's our part. It's the part we're supposed to play for not putting ourselves in risk every day while they are overseas in combat in duty, while they're having to decide whether or not they need to enter a situation or not. When they have to decide who to help, who to carry, what to run, where to go. Our job as civilians is to help our veterans. It is our piece, and it's going to be hard. It's going to be a struggle. It is not going to be easy. However, you are not, or do you have a bullet pointed at you? It is our job to lower the rate of suicide amongst our veterans. Our veterans will never be okay. We as humans have a hard time with taking somebody's life, watching it happen. We sensationalize it all day long on our TV, in our video games, in all the places that we see violence. It looks easy. It does not look like it's going to result in years and years and years of suffering, remorse, depression, anger. It is our responsibility to take care of our veterans, to help them in any way possible. It makes me angry when I do not see a civilian supporting that. It does not matter what they were there for and whether or not you agree with those politics. They place their life on the line for them. We, as civilians, need to continue to support our troops, support any and every aspect of our military, and the people that are in it. The moms, the dads, the wives, the children, the daughters, the sons, the boyfriends, the singles, every aspect. We need to support them, and we need to get them help. And sometimes they're not ready for it. You just have to stand and wait. Maybe you're not the right person to help them. For the longest time, I could not help my husband. And there are days I still can't. He received a few messages. I mean, he received hundreds of messages and hundreds of things that said, "Thank you for your service." A few of those messages changed his world. Changed it completely. Completely. To know that there's someone out there that's like him, and even to know that he can help somebody. That's a big deal. We have to change that. 22 vets a day. 20% of the veterans that came back from Iraq, Saudi Arabia, all the places that they went between 2000 and 2018, 20% of them have PTSD. And it does manifest in multiple ways. I always think my husband's isn't that bad because he doesn't have true flashbacks, but it's just different. He doesn't have the same thing everybody else has. And each one of you are going to be different. He still jumps at fireworks. Definitely don't walk up behind him and make a loud noise. Don't do that. Don't do that to anyone. It could result in being laid out on the floor. I've seen it happen. Don't hit him with fireworks. I know you guys love them. For 2 weeks out of the month of July, we are hiding, so my husband isn't crazy pacing the floor. He loves 4th of July. He loves the idea of it, but he literally hides. We spent 2 weeks at a camper to ensure that he was not be so crazy. I shouldn't have to do that. But that's the world we live in. We need to work on protecting and saving our vets. It's our responsibility as civilians. And any vets out there watching, you're not alone. Wives, you're not alone. Moms, you're not alone. Moms and dads of veterans, anyone with PTSD, you're not alone. There are people that suffer with it, that struggle with it. We need to find them and help them. And even if you're not struggling with PTSD, and maybe you're just a teen, anyone that's a little depressed, always know there's somebody out there that probably has it worse than you. Focus on what you can do to help somebody else. Sometimes that's all you need. It's how are you going to help somebody else deal with what you're going through. Sometimes you just need to be the person getting the help. Just so you know, I got your back. You're not alone. My husband's got your back. My mom's got your back. My 7-year-old's got your back. My bestie's got your back. Her husband's got your back. You are not alone. There are so many people out there. 10,000 views, likes, and shares within 24 hours. There is somebody out of that 10,000 that has your back. If you need to chat, send us a message. Somebody's got you. Thank you for watching. Please like and share this video. Stop sharing the videos of the cats. Start sharing the videos about our veterans. Share what's important. Yes, life is stressful and we need a laugh. But 1 second, 1 60-second video could possibly save one person's life. A 60-second video could possibly save a person's life, and has. So share, like, share. I don't even care if you like it. Share it. Have a great day.